process known as natural selection has led to an evolutionary change where individuals with certain characteristics have had a greater survival or reproductive rate than other individuals in a population and pass on these inheritable genetic traits to their offsprings. While we humans have evolved along a pathway of ever-increasing complexity, viruses have streamlined, successfully removing all but a handful of essential genes. So the question is, do we humans really mark the pinnacle of evolution, or do viruses? The answer is no. Viruses did not evolve first, they were found. Instead, viruses and bacteria both descended from an ancient cellular life form. While like humans, bacteria have evolved to become more complex, viruses became simpler. So how about we go a little deeper about this microorganism known as a virus? Virus, the name coming from a Latin word meaning slimy liquid or poison. It is an infectious agent of small size and simple composition that can multiply only in living cells of animals, plants, and or bacteria. They are the smallest of all the microbes. They are unique because they can only be alive and able to multiply inside the cells of other living things. The cell they multiply in is called the host cell. Hence we can say that it is a small parasite that cannot reproduce by itself. Their size usually ranges from 0.02 to 0.3 micrometers in size, although some viruses can be as large as 1 micrometer, which is 45,000 times smaller than the width of a human hair. Coming to the structure of viruses, all viruses contain the following components: a nucleic acid genome, which can vary greatly in size from approximately 5 to 10 kilobytes to greater than 100 to 200 kilobytes, and a protein capsid that covers the genome. Together this is called a nucleocapsid. In addition, many animal viruses contain a lipid envelope. The entire intact virus is called the virion. The structure and composition of these components can vary widely. Based on their viral genome, a virus can be of two types. While the genomes of all the known cells are comprised of both DNA and RNA, the genomes of viruses can only be comprised of either a single or double-stranded DNA or RNA. Hence, we do have a DNA virus and an RNA virus. A DNA virus can be further classified into three more types: the double-stranded DNA virus, which can be linear or circular, a single-stranded DNA virus which can also be linear or circular, and another structure known as gap circles. An example of a DNA virus is the adenovirus. An RNA virus can also be classified into double-stranded RNA virus or a single-stranded RNA virus. An example would be a rotavirus. Coming to the structure of viruses, viral genomes are surrounded by protein shells known as capsids. The capsid protects the viral genome from the external environment and plays a role in receptor recognition, enabling the virus to bind to susceptible hosts and cells. Besides this, the capsid is also responsible for giving the virus its structure. A virus's structure can be one of the following: icosahedral, which is most animals' viruses exhibit; envelope, which includes some viruses that cover in themselves with a modified section of cell membrane, creating a protective lipid envelope. These include the influenza virus and HIV. Lastly, the helical structure, which is observed in the tobacco mosaic virus. Viruses that infect bacteria are separately classified due to the presence of a tail along attached to the nucleocapsid. These are named as bacteriophage. That's all about virus, guys, so keep in mind that viruses can only replicate within cells of animals, plants and bacteria, and as such are referred to as obligate intracellular parasites, which are also considered to be the most abundant biological entity on the planet.